Well, let me tell you something, brother.
Snort, snort, snort.
Kogan. Drip.
Snort, snort.
I got the drip. Go. So funny thing, as you all know, I upgraded my setup over the last year. Notably, this light show I added in January, right? I think I bought the lights over the course of December and I got them all synced and working, and I really like it. I bought my new streaming and capture PC back, I think it was December, and we did the new PC setup stream and all of that, if you remember. This PC had all the bells and whistles, right? It even has all these RGB lights inside. All the fans are RGB. The RAM sticks have RGB. And the CPU cooler is RGB. Except not anymore, because here we are, 7 months into me owning this PC, and it's already malfunctioned. But yesterday I changed the color scheme. As I was doing so, I noticed something doesn't look right over there. So I changed it to this lava color scheme, and now the light that is on the CPU cooler does not work anymore. Now it just stays blue endlessly. And I was like, what? So I tried configuring it in my RGB program. Doesn't do anything. I actually tried restarting the PC. Doesn't do anything. I physically opened the PC and looked at it, made sure that it was, not loose or anything, tapping it. Oh no, it just decided not to work anymore. It's just blue. So my PC looks like lava except for the light on the CPU cooler, which is blue and will never change for some bizarre reason. There's no way to change it. In reality, I'm sure there is. I'm sure if I go into like the motherboard settings or some bullshit, there's a way to fix that, but I don't really care. I just find it funny that I have all this new equipment. My gaming PC is a year old now. Okay, I got it in the summer of 2024, so about a year old. We've been using it for everything, right? And the capture streaming PC is like 6 to 7 months old, and the thing's already malfunctioning. Like, what? That's modern technology for you. But it's a good thing that it's not a functional component that matters. It's just like, it distracts me. I look over there, I'm like, it's blue. I can't stop staring at it. It's annoying when everything else in my office looks like lava, and that's blue. So here, I'll move my thermos to try to block it so it stops bothering me. Anyway, welcome to the show, everyone. That's neither here nor there. A little late starting the show today, because today I set up a couple new animations for contributions. What I've done is I've set up that whenever someone does a super chat, of any level for the record, like any super chat, there is a random chance that you will either see a Sonic the Hedgehog or a Chun-Li animation and sound effect. It's randomized. It's you may get it, you may not. And it actually is for any level of contribution, any level of super chat. There's a chance that you'll see those animations. Now, the other animations are set up permanently, so if it doesn't play one of those, it'll play one of the other ones that we've been seeing all along. So, yeah, I guess we'll see how they work. I've never tried this random animation stuff before. So just as people do super chats today, we'll see if they ever pop up. What's funny is I had screwed it up. Fox did a $2 super chat before I started the podcast today on the stream, and I'd accidentally set up the Sonic animation to be the default. So it played the Sonic animation right away. And I was like, oh, oops. So now it's set to be randomized. So if you have a chance to see it, do any level of super chat. It doesn't even have to be like the 420 super chat where you get a special animation for it. It could be, I think the lowest threshold for a super chat animation is $1. I'm not sure though. I actually don't remember. But yeah, any level. We'll see how they go. I wonder how long it will take before we get to see one. Since it is random, it could be that we see it right away or we don't see it for days because it is a random like RNG selection. So I added those this morning, and I'm trying to add a few more. Like I was thinking of adding like maybe 5 randomized super chats to see how they do. And if see people like that or not. The thing is, I can only do it for super chats. I can't do it for tips because tips are manual animations that I have to play because it's not an automated system. But I guess we'll see. Let's see how it goes. And again, trying to always try to do improvements to add things that people like that make this stream see a little bit more special. I don't want it to be stagnant where every day it seems like it's exactly the same. For many, many years, that was my mentality. Oh, I'm coming to work today to play a game on stream. I'm punching the clock, right? I'm getting on stream to play a game or whatever, and that's it. Now I want to have improved things. I want to have, you know, new stuff. And I want people to feel excited when they come to the streams that something might happen that's cool or refreshing or interesting. I mean, we only had the sound effects for, I think, less than a week. So I'm sure there's people who maybe haven't been around for a while, and then they'll come by and all of a sudden an animation plays. They're like, whoa, well, that's new and cool, right? Hey, Phil, how do you feel? How about you give us DSP Tries It? I'm going to give you DSP Tries It. We're at 6 out of 10 goals. I didn't bring up contributions yet today, but we are 6 out of 10 goals. All right. And thank you so much for that we are already that far into, this week's support. Really appreciative. DSP Tries It this week is Shake Shack's new hot dog menu. Shake Shack is going to have, well, they have right now, a spicy hot dog, a pickle hot dog, a chili cheese dog, a few different things, okay? So I would like to try all of those. And when we hit 10 goals, it's DSP Tries a Shake Shack. It could be as soon as we hit 10 goals. If we hit a goal a stream, then that means we would be doing it Thursday, because it would mean, 2 goals today, 2 goals tomorrow. And if we hit that on the late stream tomorrow night, then it would be Thursday that we do it after the first gameplay segment, okay? I guess we'll see. All right, but if we hit more goals than that, then possibly what we can do is do it earlier. But we'll have to see how quickly we can hit our goals. All right, there's the new Sonic animation, by the way, which I hope you guys like. So anyway, yeah, so DSP Tries It will happen this week. DSP Tries It Shake Shack. When we hit 10 goals, it will be a formal, official, real episode this time, not the half messed up episode from Friday that didn't really work because I was, drinking and everything. This will be a real DSP Tries It, formal episode, formal recording, uploaded and everything, which will be good because it's been almost 2 weeks since we did one, right? So let's get it going. Let's hit some goals today. Let's get some support flowing for the stream, and let's hit 10 goals, and let's do Shake Shack. I am down for Shake Shack. All right, let's go. 1 second, everyone. I heard a noise in the house. I want to go check and see what it was, and then I'll be right back. Okay? By the way, thanks for the early support. Appreciate that. Can we keep that momentum going? How about we get our first tip of the day? How about we get our first sub of the day? By the way, this stream right now is the last stream that will count for this week for Kick for me. It's really weird how they do it, but they end it middle of the day on Tuesday, and then you get paid for that week on Thursday. So any contributions I get from Kick during this stream, I get paid for soon. So please support the stream. Let's get our first sub of the day. Let's get our first tip of the day. And let's get some more super chats to see if we can get these random animations. I want to see the Chun-Li animation. All right? All right, I'll be right back. I have no idea. I looked all around. I didn't see nothing. I did a full walkthrough of my house. I didn't see nothing. So I don't know. I was hearing a noise. Like, I don't even know what it was. And, I don't know. Killdozer, the next DSP Tries It is this week when we hit 10 goals. The reason that there's no formally recorded or uploaded DSP Tries It is because the one that I planned for Friday didn't work out at all. Number one, I drank too much, too fast. So I was already feeling kind of like drunk and sick. And I was like, oh, there's no way that I'm going to be able to do a sufficient DSP Tries It. And then I ordered the food, and the food wasn't even good. The food was actually very inferior to what I wanted. So I barely ate. And I was like, oh, so basically I did do it. It is live if you want to see it. Watch the archive marathon. I left the whole stream live on this channel, and it's like in the middle is when I did it, but it just didn't work out. Like, it was like, damn, this is not good. I don't even want to like break this out as a video and do a separate upload and make it a formal part of the series because it would be like shitty, It happens. I'm debating whether or not I should even try to do DSP Tries It during marathons moving forward, since that one tanked. and didn't work out, I was like, oh shit. So maybe I should just do it as normal stuff on normal streams and just leave this stuff. Because previously when I did a marathon, I usually wouldn't do DSP tries it. I would do what I call feasting with the king, which is I still order food, but it's not like a formal taste test. It's just kind of like messing around. And then it's not a big deal if the food's not good or I'm not feeling it. But this one was on me that I told everyone this is going to be a DSP tries it. And then I did it and it just sucked. I was like, oh shit. Darksydephil special edition. Interesting. Wait a minute. That could be something. Phil drunk tastes food. Everyone understands that Phil's inebriated when he does the video. That way it doesn't spoil the integrity of DSP tries it. You may have something there, Killdozer. All right. Good idea. Everyone take a mental note of what Killdozer suggested. Because that could be something that works out for the long term. Darksydephil tries it or something, right? There you go. Drunk foods. Yeah, I wonder what kind of drunk foods they would have out here besides like really crappy shit at like Jack in the Box. You know, Jack in the Box does that. They have like that like munchies meals and shit, but I've had one. I had that T-Pain meal. That was disgusting. Like, no exaggeration. That was so nasty, greasy, and fucking gross. So, but again, I guess when you're drunk, that's the kind of stuff that you eat. And you're like, oh, that's good, right? Cydia says, why did you have to go check for noise in your house? Couldn't you just check all the monitors linked to the 56 cameras on your property? Exactly. Since apparently it's well documented that I have a crazy network of security cameras throughout my entire home and apparently all outside the home too, right? That totally wasn't completely fabricated by a bunch of lying fuckwits, right? Why didn't I just go check that instead? And then I didn't even have to get up. I have that all hot wired. I'm screwing my shirt up worse. I have all that hot wired right here to my phone. I just open an app and it has 17 cameras on hand at any given moment, right? Okay, let's see what people want to talk about today that's not ridiculously stupid. Would I say I care about my real fans on an emotional level? What I would say is, for those who are, you know, longtime fans and viewers and supporters, I care about your well-being, and I like hanging out with you. As I explained last night on the American Truck Sim stream, I don't try to present my streams as anything that they're not. Like, I want people to know that I can't be close personal friends with my viewers. It's never going to happen. I'm one person. You guys are many, hundreds on a stream, thousands overall watching what I do. There's no way that I can all be your friends. You understand? But we can definitely have this relationship where we hang out, we have fun, we have great conversation. You add to the experience of what we're doing on the streams on a daily basis. You know, I really appreciate that. So yeah, I do. Like, if right now, if I were to hear that someone who is a longtime viewer and fan is in a really bad way and having a bad time, I actually would make me feel awful, and I would feel bad for that person and hope that things get better for them. I don't just see my fans and viewers as wallets that open every time I turn on a stream, and then as soon as I'm off stream, I don't care. That's not the case at all, you know? Killdozer says, I'm thinking about opening a 401k soon, but I'm worried I'll want to use the money before I retire. Any advice? Yeah, don't worry, because if you have a 401k and you put money in it, you'll never want to take it out, because if you do, the government destroys you and takes an insane large chunk of it. I know, because ages ago I had one. When I had my office job, there was a 401k and I put money into it for a few years there. And then later on, I was strapped for cash and I needed the money desperately. And I said, oh, I have all this money sitting in the 401k. I'll take it out. I'm not kidding. They take like more than a third. I don't think it was half, but it was like more than a third. So, you know, you think you have this giant nest egg and then you need it desperately because something happens. The government's like, ha, 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 we take all your money. Like, what the fuck? Like, what is that? So, anyway, I live in the United States, Killdozer. I think you do too, right? That's a thing here. I don't know how it is in other countries, but they just destroyed me. And the thing is, I absolutely needed the money. Like, I needed it. I had no money. So I had to take it all out, and I just lost a ton of cash. What is a 401k? A 401k is a retirement investment account where you invest money into it every year, and that money gets invested in other things, stocks, bonds, and things to try to make you money. And the idea is that this money will grow in value every year. So when you retire, you have a nest egg that you can draw upon so you don't have to work anymore when you're old. That's the idea behind a 401k. Doesn't exactly work that way all the time, but that's the idea behind it. Do I recommend other kinds of investment accounts? I don't know, Killdozer, but I'll say this. The one thing that people keep trying to get me into is Bitcoin, and I'm sorry, I just don't want to touch Bitcoin. I feel like Bitcoin and just any kind of cryptocurrency, I feel like it's too volatile of a market. And the fact that for so long it's been increasing in value just makes me feel like at some point we're headed for a disaster, like crypto's going to crash. And then all these people who put everything they have in it are going to lose everything. So I don't know. Maybe I'm just paranoid and maybe I'm just stupid and ignorant. But for like, I'm not even kidding, like 7-8 years, people have been saying, put money into crypto. You know, that's going to save you. That's going to kick you. You're going to be doing amazing. But I just don't see how it could possibly keep going that way. Like everything crashes eventually. So I don't know. But yeah, no, I don't. I'm not Mr. Investment here. I'm certainly not doing a finance stream, so I can help you there. Why not accept crypto as contributions? There's 2 major reasons I don't accept crypto. Reason number 1, it is volatile. Crypto goes up and down, up and down. Some crypto has completely crashed, while others are worth a lot. But the thing is, by accepting the crypto, you're exposing yourself to that volatility. The dollar isn't going to tank and be worth nothing. So if people tip me in dollars, I'm good. If you tip me in cryptocurrency, it could be worth nothing in a week. That's number 1. Number 2, the way it was explained to me, and I don't know, I could be wrong, is that the way that cryptocurrency is getting taxed in the United States is also volatile. And so you could make a good amount and pay one amount of tax, but then it changes with other things. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the amount you get, the type you get, if there's like thresholds where tax kicks in higher or lower. I don't know. I'm not a tax guy, right? That's what a tax attorney is for. But from what I'm to understand, it's not easy to figure out. And you by me doing cryptocurrency, it would just open me up to more risk than I want to be opened up to. Okay, I've already had many tax issues in my past, not paying the taxes properly, not calculating it properly because my old tax attorney was an idiot who didn't do it right. Okay, and I just don't want to open myself up to more risk. You know what I mean? Like right now, just think about this. Right now, I get YouTube contributions via super chats and memberships. On Kick, I have subs. I have a Patreon where you can pledge, and I have PayPal tips. I have so many ways. Oh, by the way, I have a merchandise shop, which I never talk about, but I do have a merchandise store, darksydephil.shop, where you can buy DarksydePhil merch. So there's a ridiculous amount of ways, if you like my content, that you can support it. Do I really need another? Do I need crypto on top of all of that? I don't think so. And all the things that I'm receiving right now as support, I know how to qualify it as income. I know how it's taxed. I know how it all works. You see? So I don't really want to mess with it. And maybe it's a big mistake. Maybe it is. Maybe I'm being too conservative and I'm being too nervous about stuff. But I'd much rather be conservative and safe and have what I have than make a big mistake and then end up with nothing. You know what I'm saying? To accept all these contributions via cryptocurrency, pay a bunch of taxes on them, and then it crashes and it's worth nothing. That could happen. So I think that's what a lot of people don't realize. Like, let's say I just said right now, I'm going to accept crypto. And all of a sudden I get like $10,000 in cryptocurrency and I don't spend it. I just leave it there. Then I have to pay taxes on $10,000, but then the crypto crashes. and then it ends up only being worth $1,000. So then I end up paying more tax than what I actually have value in the crypto. Do you see what I'm saying? There's big risk there. And I know that in general, it just keeps going up, but I feel like the bubble's going to burst and then everyone's going to get screwed. And I don't want to be one of the people that get screwed. Yes, I literally pay taxes on everything. I literally pay taxes on every contribution that I receive. I pay tax on everything. I know because some people are like, but isn't that a donation or isn't that a tip? So that, no, I pay taxes on every super chat, every membership, every sub, every tip, every Patreon pledge, every shirt purchased. I pay taxes on every piece of income I have. Then no one can say, you didn't pay the taxes. No, I did. So lay off. So anyway, that's why I don't mess with crypto right now. I don't want to open Pandora's box for myself. Lord knows I've had enough problems going on. That would be interesting. So someone is proposing, should someone set up a service for content creators to set up retirement accounts? Because, for example, when I was just talking about that 401k that I had, that was through my former employer. They said, hey, would you like us to automatically take a certain amount of money out of your paycheck every month, and this company will invest it in a 401k for you? I didn't do the work, they did. And then I had this investment, basically. I mean, the thing is, it exists. It exists right now. You just have to do it yourself. Like, I would have to find a company who does 401ks and say, hey, I will send you a certain amount of money every month. You invest it, and then let me know how you're doing with the investments. And this is my 401k or whatever. You don't have to do it through an employer. The advantage of doing it through an employer is a lot of employers will match contributions or give a percent. Like with my former employer, if I invested, I don't know, let's say $2,000 a year into this 401k, they matched a certain percentage of it. So they were basically investing in my retirement with me. You see, that was the advantage. Doing it yourself, no one's going to match your freaking investment, you know? That would be interesting if someone actually set it up and then a whole bunch of content creators were like, well, we don't want to do it ourselves. You do it and we'll pay you like a premium fee to do it. So let's say you're a streamer and you're making good money and you want to invest $5,000 a year into your 401k, but then the company makes like $500. So you actually pay $5,500, but they're making $500 a year. And then that company has a whole bunch of clients, right? They make a ton of money. Yeah, I know. Boogie supposedly, if the story is true, lost all of his money that he ever made on YouTube investing in crypto. Bad investments. So that's what I mean. Like, I feel like if I ever were to invest in cryptocurrency, it would have to be extra money that I want to invest. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is okay if I lose it. Kind of like the same attitude you do going into gambling, going into a casino. This is the budget that I made for today's casino visit. So it's okay if I lose it all, but that's all I'm going to spend. Right? Exactly. That had to have been his fault, because how do you invest so much money in crypto that if you lose it, you have no money left? Like, what are you doing? That's what I would do. I would treat it as, listen, this is an investment that could either be increased or it could be lost. And if you lose it, not a huge deal, but it would hurt, but it's not like the end of everything. Like, what on earth would possess you to invest all of your remaining money into crypto? That's that's insane. Oh, Killdozer, stop that. He goes, oh, well, I would support you if you had crypto donos. So here's what you do. You withdraw your crypto to make it dollars and send me the dollars. Oh, wait, but then you have to pay tax on it. So what it is you want to invest, you want to support, but you don't want to pay tax dollars on the crypto that you have. Now I see what people are getting at. Now that we've had this discussion today, now I'm starting to understand, right? People want to have financial value, but they don't want to pay tax on it. So the crypto is the way that you have this. It's like having money in the bank, but it's not in the bank. So the government can't touch it yet. Now I'm starting to get it. See? Well, just for the public record, no, I'm still not doing anything with crypto as of yet. You know, I'm slacking today. I'm having too much meaningful conversation with all of you. Seriously, what's going on with me? I need to start begging immediately. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get some support for the stream. Right now we have, did you know we have no tips today? 0. No tips at all. Did you know that's the only sub that we got today is an auto resub? What is happening right now? Let's get some support for the stream. Let's get some super chats and see these new animations and hear these new sound effects. Let's get some members. Who wants to become a member today? Let's get our first tip of the day and get an animation playing. And for goodness sakes, for the love of everything holy, let's get some subs on Kick. Come on. Let's go. Cool. So now we're up to $46 of support this morning. Thank you so very much, everybody. Almost a third of the way to the goal before we even started the game. That's a great start. Let's keep that momentum rolling. Let's get to 50 right now. We're 4. Who's going to drop $4? So a $4 tip. Someone do a 420 tip so we can get the cultural appropriated animation. Let's do that. Someone do a 420 tip right now. Or how about one actual sub on Kick, not a resub? Can I unban Icy Bob? Well, I can, but then he has to promise to not be a shitbag to me because he was actually outright insulting me and saying fucked up stuff. So I was like, this guy basically thinks that he's immune because he contributed before. He's not. So I banned his dumb ass. So if he comes back and he acts like a dickhead again, I'm going to treat him like the dickhead he is. Can I tell you where I got this shirt from? This shirt right here, I got it from a clothing store. I went to a store that sells clothing, and I purchased this with my income. I spent money, and I purchased the store. Point of sale transaction. Would I consider doing Mario Kart races with Kick subs and YouTube members? No. I'm not playing Mario Kart again. I'm done with it. I did everything I wanted to do in it. I beat my detractors. I won the online circuits. I'm done with it. We are done. Put a fork in it. The only time I would consider continuing is if there's a DLC that adds a bunch of new content that I want to see, then I would maybe play it again. Outside of that, I'm done playing Mario Kart. We're done with it. Again, I'm going to say we're done with it. 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 Gee, I wonder, will Phil play more Mario Kart? No, I'm done with it. So what, should I unban Icy Bob? Because if I unban, I mean, he was literally being an ass bag to me. He was just saying fucked up stuff. So maybe if I unban him, then I have to publicly lambast him for a while. And be like, you know, like I did with Buckwell. There you go. A second chance would be nice. People are saying I should give Icy Bob a second chance. Let's see. All right, I'll say unban Icy Bob 90. And no, I changed my mind. I'm not going to do it. He can just sit there and stew. Okay, I'll unban him. All right, are we seriously not going to get our first tip of the day? We can't get a single tip before I start with gameplay? We can't get a single real sub before we start with gameplay? I'm just going to have to start begging harder because this is ridiculous. Don't you guys like my content? I thought you did. That's what you're here for. So then you should support it. We should get me to $50 before we start with the gameplay. Maybe I'll just get distracted and forget how to boot the game. If we don't get stop begging, dick bag. No, you can accept the ban, and now I'm going to beg even harder because you complain. That's how it works. When you act offensively against me, I will give you more of what you don't want. Because that's what you truly deserve. So now it's time for more. Let's get more. Come on. I'm serious. Let's get our first tip of the day. Let's get a single sub on Kit. And then we'll get back to the mafioso. The family values.
I got the drip go. 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 I got the drip go.
It's like a faucet that's dripping. You can't make it stop. So what do you want me to do? Have a mute button that every second I'm tapping the mute button just in case I'm gonna have to clear? Like, this is what I mean, these dumb kids. This is what it is, it's dumb kids.